First of all, Europe is redividing into Cold War halves. It's like a retro kind of effect we're seeing. Western Europe is obsessed with terrorism. And because it's obsessed with terrorism, it essentially is open to making a deal with Putin over Ukraine. Because succeed or fail, Russia is militarily heavily involved in Syria and therefore has some ability to affect the outcome there, the flow of refugees, for better or for worse. And therefore, Russia, because it went into Syria, has leverage over France, over Germany, and other places that it didn't have before. But if you're in Eastern Europe, you're obsessed still with Ukraine. Western Europe is forgetting Ukraine. It's unclear whether the sanctions will last beyond this summer. But in Eastern Europe, because of reasons of geography and history, you're still obsessed with the Russian threat. So Western Europe, Russia may be a good thing. Eastern Europe, Russia is a bad thing. Also, Western Europe is cool to the US. Eastern Europe is desperate for American help because deep down, countries like Romania, Poland, the Baltic states, etc., do not trust NATO. They know that their real protection is not Brussels, it's the Pentagon. They know in any crisis, and just last week I was a participant in a war game. And the war game was about a war in the Baltic states. You know, Russia sends a few numbers of humanitarian uniform rescue troops to help out in a nuclear power problem in the eastern ethnic Russian part of a Baltic state. And the US is trying to generate an Article 5 memorandum, and Greece and Italy want to do nothing. They just want to send a fact-finding mission. So this is what terrifies them. They know that it's only the US that is going to defend them in the event of a crisis, and the US will have to bring NATO kicking and screaming along. Putin is playing this well, or at least trying to. He's using the fear of ISIS on one hand in Western Europe, but on the other, he's trying to move ahead with a second Nord Stream pipeline, which will bring natural gas directly from Russia under the Baltic Sea to Western Europe, to Germany, the Low Countries, and France. That way, bypassing Eastern Europe and having a direct link in order to solidify ties between Russia and Western Europe. So this is where energy geography intersects with terrorism in the Middle East, to bind together Western Europe and Russia while Eastern Europe is exposed and looking solely to the US.